Most welcome to Unified Fields. Isn't it time we brought magic alive into our daily lives and bring our purpose to the ground, a light earth, and start creating with unlimited potential? So many beings live a life unfulfilled through the atrocities that have been created for many, many ages. So this time around, it's time we cleaned up the mess within and without and start educating the reality of a spiritual life, the reality of our grandness, the reality of divinity in your body. And so what can we do to uplift each one of us in our surrounding, our families, our lives, our businesses, our jobs, our children, and so forth? There is so much we can do on a daily level. Let's see how Grandpa can lift up his grandchildren just by holding a sacred grid around the kid in schools. How can we uplift food and health? There is so much education that needs to come into the open, and so it has been a study for the past 5 years, and quite some experiences I had to encounter in order to really dig deep into the psychology, how the neurons work in the brain, how we kept ourselves captive, how we kept ourselves from being the true self, being in our potential, our strength, the mental faculties we can direct at any given time. It just needs a little education, and true education, without the falseness, without the lies, and what that entails. It has not been educated until today and can be done in a split shift. So therefore I'm organizing with the universe, with teams of light that incarnated on this earth plane, the light earth plane, and teams of light on the other side, merging with us, new systems that get you back into the true self, the you that you are with all your potential. It needs light education. It needs digging deep into the consciousness of light that transforms and transmutes self back into where we belong, into our origin, into our authentic power, to the house of light that has been fogged for so many eons. Here I'm talking to all ages, I'm talking to the young ones, I'm talking to the middle ages, I'm talking to seniors, people between 60 and 90 years old. I notice here in Belgium, it makes me very happy that they are taking up a lot of study, wanting to learn about computer mechanisms, wanting to learn about languages, wanting to learn about health, wanting to learn about anatomy, wanting to learn about what life is all about. And that is not just looking up in the sky and, feeling joyful because the sun shines. It's really becoming those shining streams within, and how that has been broken down needs some understanding in the body, because without understanding these days, it makes it a little bit harder to move in to the massive technology that is the light within this universe and many, many universes into the beyond, into the anatomy, the astronomy, the science and physics of spirit, and merging that with the body means you can transmute the capacities of your brain like 360 degrees. And so here I'm offering a very interesting 7-day seminar to get yourself in the alignments of your origin, into the alignments with the universe, with the Milky Way, with your authentic power, and how to load that along the technology of perfect health in the body. What makes your body healthy? What is exercise doing to your body? There's so many levels in exercise, and that can only align to the individual. There is no perfect program for just one person. You know, there is many options, and I've been through these options like the past 10 years. I just about tried everything, nearly everything, not so much the material arts, only a little bit. But anyways, it taught me massive things. So from playing football, basketball, into Zumba, into power yoga, into running my funky miles, so to speak, into doing anything from dancing my vibrations inside out and the other way around. I mean, there is a lot we can learn, and to listen to the power of the word, and that can only open up when our body has been restructured into perfect health, and especially mentality. It's all about the psychology of spirit, the origin of pure mental psychology that has so many options to integrate. I refer to my video about iBrains and new educational systems for youth, in which I've explained how we could merge all the faculties into one big mental director in perfect alignment to the divine, or anything universal in this universe. And that is a lot of study, but also a lot of fun. Never ever should the divine be regarded as hard work. It is your essential essence. And so giving back to what we receive every day, that is massive support, that is massive communication levels, that is being an open vibration or channel to divine consciousness, means you learn to co-create with the stars, with the galaxies, with the universes, because that is our authentic power and essence when purified. So here, I mean, I don't have time anymore to dig into the Mass. We know what the Mass is about. We've talked about it. We've used it. We wanted to clear out. And for many, that has been a very hard time, looking at the astrology of spirit and how everything got us down into astrological magnets and that kind of negativity. So today there is only techniques and offering your vibration as in service to the divine that can be educated, through which your life can change in the flick of a finger. And that can be different for anyone wanting to participate into that. For alignment is alignment, and that is sacred, and that is listening to the divine, and that is listening without any judgment, anything termed ego, and moving beyond these levels of creation, which we don't want anymore. So creating the light vehicle within and around the body, and merging that with all dimensions, and so you can co-create with teams of light on the other side that have the same light vehicle as being educated. And beyond that, what is going to be very interesting is moving your particular vibration into the highest level of health, and that is very, very much individual, because we are all different. And what I want to do is move equal, but merge all those possibilities we have in one big opportunity, and getting to know yourself inside out, getting to know many, many healing techniques, new technology, working with the universes and the star systems and many species, and especially the elements. We are made up out of elements and the elementals, and bridging your light into perfect communication with them can bring the highest level of change on the planet. And so there is a service job for everybody that can be as small or as big as the universe. It doesn't really matter, as long as you want to put yourself on these ladders of ascension, on that pure levity of willing or wanting to be of service, because that is your essence. And so during that week we will get your artistic capabilities and many skills to the forefront. You can be artistic in food, you can be artistic in educating young people, children, the elderly, whatever. You can be artistic in the arts and merging that with your universal knowledge. Knowledge should be educated from the first degree, because without knowledge there is no moving forward. We need to trust, have the knowledge and the know-how how to do things in a flick of a finger, streaming out what is authentic within you. And that can only bring about so much passion, so much interest, so much fun, the joy of being alive and being a vibration that merges and works with the frequencies at hand, with what is available today. And then you get any support in the tranquil waters, and it comes down. We all realize we need to get out of this mess, and we need to purify and together this earth plane, and bring the light back into every element, into the food, into your body in the first place, and your energy fields. And learning how that works is so easy once we make it easy for ourselves. Some people have the drug addiction to make things difficult. Now I can speak about that, because if it wasn't difficult enough for this girl, she wouldn't be interested. But anyways, that was my way of educating myself. And so I'm leaving difficult times and getting into the truth of the divine, which is never difficult. It takes understanding, it takes surrendering to the powers that are you, and streaming especially on divine will consciousness. So therefore, within a week's time, I have the intention to resurrect your spinal column and resurrect the glandular system, the blood that streams through you, the muscular system, your bones into crystalline light consciousness. Consciousness means you can work with new consciousness that overrides, eliminates the old belief systems, old mentality that is dead and gone already, actually. So here it is about learning and teaching yourself to transmute into paradise, to learn the magical powers of the divine and bring that down into your daily life, in which you can assist people to change. You can assist people to move from the mess of society into the beauty of spirit. And so we need to work together in order to attain that. We cannot do it alone anymore. And we all have teams of light to assist us here on the earth plane and on the other side. There's armies of light. There is huge universal support that will direct you in the riches of your true heart desires, your authentic essence that is pure passion, joy, and your artistic output and reason why you have been put here on earth is not just to live a boring life, to feed yourself with dense foods, to work your whole life in a job you don't like, and then go into a pension like almost a crippled person. No, we're here to live eternally into the immortal vibration, and it's actually, I think, 2080 is the year of understanding, rejuvenation, regeneration, regenerating everything we have lost in the body during the past dark ages. So it is time to bring the light through, to understand consciousness of light in everything we think and we do, and that is eliminating everything that was termed ego. Move into spirit consciousness at all times, and be surprised what happens in your life, because that is magic every single second. So I've been through a lot during the month of January. I think most people born in the sign of Capricorn can align with me, as they have been kept captive for 30 long years, and there was not much I could do except for really get my sword back into the house of light and breathe that through like the pinata, you know, when you dig through the gold and you tell yourself, I'm a lot stronger, no density has a hold on me, and therefore loads and loads of strong people are coming into the light today and bringing the change where it is needed, and that is everywhere, just about everywhere. So here, if you're interested to transform yourself like 360 degrees and move into your authenticity, your true power, your light, your regeneration, and be of service to earth, which is the assignment of everybody on earth. It is incredible how you will be able to change, to gain knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, and move that in your particular service. It may be eventually about writing the new books of knowledge, about creating the new movies, about educating children about the animal kingdom, about the elements, about health, and so much more. There is actually no end as long as you get into your true authentic self, your passion, and what your vibration can do to assist the earth into its transformation, transmutation actually into light earth, which is already happening. So should you have any questions about this, shoot, I would be happy to answer. Email, gather, connect, communicate. It's the age of communication and knowing how to open up communication with everybody you encounter, because communication has that special factor that it gathers consciousness. No matter whom you meet, there is but one meeting point, and that's a meeting point of equalization. Equal out. No matter your knowledge, no matter your intelligence, we are all the same, and we all want to move on in a living, breathing, light earth parameters that makes us move into so much joy and fun. You really start to remember the House of Light. The rising of Atlantis is right now. It is moving back and claiming your sword into Shambhala. Thank you.